Welcome to... And we're expecting some fireworks tonight, fellas. Both teams can score in bunches.
Well, I'm looking to see which team could dictate the pace here. To me, that's the key.
Yeah, if you can force your opponent to play your style of basketball, you're in good shape.
Now, here's Williams. Pass to Magvigor. And the basket is good.
Yeah, she could have forced the tougher shot inside, but how about the effort to make a terrific kick-out pass and find the open shooter instead?
Here's Gray. Off with the layup.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Pass to Williams. The three ball. The rebound by Asia Wilson. Gray outside. Here's Parker Tyus. Defended by Magvigor. Back to Gray. Clock at 4. Takes the three. Storm with the rebound. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Magvigor. And the layup's good off the glass.
I like how Magvigor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Gray outside. A nice shot by Wilson.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Good on the bucket. One thing about this Seattle roster, they have loads of experience.
You start with Nneka Ogwumike, well over a decade in the league. Skylar Diggins drafted back in 2013. So it's a team that expects to win now.
Now here's Wilson. Out to Gray. From outside the arc. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. And this game is tied up now.
Offensive rebounding is all about hustle for Wilson. But really, it's also about reading shots, correctly anticipating the angles and the bounces.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results. It's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if she continues to miss those kinds of shots.
Outside Williams. Pass to Ogwumike. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Wilson. And it's Ogwumike missing.
Anyways, that was a nice try to create some space for herself with the fadeaway.
Number 4. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Las Vegas. Chelsea.
The first one falls.
A dead-eye outside shooter. Gray's confidence on the offensive end is what makes her so dangerous.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Seattle in the lead. Pass to Magvigor. Ogwumike. Asia Wilson grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Seattle. From deep. And again, it's the Storm missing. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. 3-point play opportunity.
At the line for Las Vegas. Asia Wilson. Shooting.
The Storm trail. Pass to Magvigor. Now here's Ogwumike. Yes, and it's Magvigor who gets the assist.
You have to respect the outside game from Ogwumike. She's not just a post player.
Wilson sets a screen. over McGregor. And another miss by Las Vegas. Shoots the three. The rebound by Asia Wilson. And Chelsea Gray, here we go.
And that's 2 fouls for her very early in this ball game, which is frustrating. And she's probably going to have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Gabby Williams. Second.
Good on the second free throw. Now Wheeler. Picked by Ogumake. Let's go with a three. Good on the triple.
So effective from beyond the arc. Ogumake relishes any chance she gets to pull the trigger.
Gray in the post. It's through for her second basket. She's now 2 for 6.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
Ogumake outside. And again, Seattle with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, non-existent.
Gray. She scores the basket, and that's field goal number 3 for her.
You love to see a guard like Chelsea Gray take contact and still complete the play. That's toughness.
The quick look, no good that time.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Now here's Horston. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Wilson with the steal. Puts up the three. Bell can't hit.
Well, you have to like the work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
The Aces with the lead. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line. It goes on Ezzy McGregor.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense. Just telling them no easy layups. As simple as that. And I like to see it.
Pass to Horston. Back to Brown. To halt the run.
And the timing Wilson has blocking shots is special. Gets good positioning and uses her length to deny shots.
So she gets them both. And here's Young. It's deflected. Here's Cook. It's stolen by Parker Tyus. Wilson in the post. Horston defending. Another shot, and that's good for 2.
Her efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
Pass to Cook. Here's Malunga. Lets the 3 fly. Cheyenne Parker comes up with the rebound.
That's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give her an inch of room.
And that's the only way to stop her. The defender has to be all over her with a hand right in her face.
Here's Wheeler. And the Storm miss again. Now the Aces with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Wilson. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway.
Explosive first step with an accurate mid-range J. It's part of what makes Wilson so tough to guard.
Here's Cook. Here's Brown. Good on the 3-point shot.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Outside Young. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Horston. Here's Cook. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Yeah, pretty clear. They've come out with the better energy and effort thus far.
Wilson, Malunga covering. Wilson, right side. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
Well, once Wilson catches fire, she stays hot. Her aggressiveness on offense is why her teammates keep feeding her.
Now here's Brown. She has 5. Pass to Wheeler. Hook. 5 to shoot. Here's Malunga. Now here's Wilson. Tight defense on her. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Now Cook. Pass to Wheeler. And here's Brown. Shoots. Wheeler can't get it to go.
Can't get a much better look than that.
Yeah, no way you expect her to miss that shot.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Aces. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
Good effort, very tight defense from them through the first quarter.
Really a big part of why they're up right now. You know, their defense has been on point.
The Storm trail. Pass to Wheeler. Launches a 3. Alyssa Smith grabs the miss.
Good job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
You have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what we're seeing tonight.
No good from outside. And last year, it was a great sophomore season for Jordan Horston.
Well, she made major leaps. Top 5 in both most improved player voting and 6th player of the year. Horston was so much more efficient from the field.
Back to Malunga. And the bucket counts, and she is on her way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. The Aces making a switch. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Gray. Mr. Ball needs Mr. Basket for a 5th happy pairing of the game. She's 5 for 9.
A smart player. Gray plays to her strengths and generally makes quick and precise decisions.
Now here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. And she gets that one to go off the front iron.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line.
Well, with the crafty playing style, Gray is so hard to keep up with. She's always cooking something up.
And good on the second, so she makes both. Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in.
I wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
That's a good question. It's been their edge, no doubt. And in a close game like this, you just look for every edge you can find. And she's definitely making her presence felt here in the first half. She has been just incredibly effective so far.
Now a timeout called by Seattle. Horston, covered by Smith. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter.
I'm sorry to say it, guys, but she's given them little to nothing at the offensive end.
Pass to Gray. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Seattle. Brown with it. He has 5. And still having struggles shooting the ball with that miss. That makes her 1 for 8 now. Here's Bell. She's covered by Brown. And here's Bell. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Well done to finish that one off.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To stop the run. And there's the nice layup by Wheeler.
Wily play by Wheeler.
Timeout.
Despite standings 5-7, she figures out ways to score in the interior.
The Aces with the lead. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's Gray missing.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Offline with the three. Here's Las Vegas. Pass to Gustafson. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Well, you look at her shooting. For a center, Gustafson has such a sweet stroke.
Now here's Horston. From past the arc, it's hauled in by Melissa Smith.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's the three. Ogumake with the rebound. Here's Seattle, trailing by 10. Tries to break her ice. She gets that one. And here are the Aces now. Here's Gray. And they cash in right away with a quick shot.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Wheeler. Here's Ogumake. Shot clock at 3. Off target from the wing. And Chelsea Gray, here we go. And it's in.
And I like when Gray attacks the defense, especially on the drive when she's able to keep her balance.
Stolen by Chelsea Gray. Here we go, one-on-one. There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. And no good. And it's the Storm with the ball. A 12-point game. And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, she's shot a very good percentage today, and her team has needed every last bit of it.
Smith outside. Jackie Young on the wing. Makes the three. Good. And the assist goes to Melissa Smith.
Well, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Here's Ogumake. Second chance shot. Malunga shot is off. Here's Gray. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to her total, and that's 9 for 15 shooting.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
And now the Aces on the break. Finished off the break.
She's taken a solid opening quarter and built on it here in the second.
A difficult situation for Seattle. Outside Wheeler. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Outside Young. Sinks the three-pointer.
She's certainly heating up from outside, and that's now her third three ball for the game. Second this quarter. Watch out.
Here's Ogumake. Melissa Smith grabs the miss.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Malunga outside. And the Storm miss again.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Here's Wheeler. Basket is good. The assist from Malunga.
Takes advantage of the fast break opportunity. I love how Wheeler doesn't hesitate in the open court.
Gray outside. Pass to Gustafson. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here's Wheeler. Now Ogumake, guarded by Young. And that one's good. Ogumake.
Well, a hot start from long range for them, but they've gotten away from shooting the three.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. If you've got an open look from deep, fire it up. You have my permission.
Drops in the tray.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Now here's Horston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Chelsea Gray for three. And the aces, another three.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right, 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
From the arc, sinks the triple.
When she gets it in her head that she's going to score, it's very hard for the defense to do anything about it.
And she lays it straight in.
She has really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
Gustafson with the rebound.
The shot's just not dropping for her today.
Gray outside. The tray. Oh, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. A dominating first half of play, and so far, it hasn't been close. The Aces on top, opening a huge gap. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. Chelsea Gray just dominant in this game.
She certainly shot her share of free throws in the first half, and those are really nice, easy points if you can get them.
And they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on her from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player, given how many fouls she's been drawing.
Now here is Sykes. There's the triple. Asia Wilson grabs the board.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Sykes with the ball, covered by Lloyd. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. It goes on Asia Wilson.
I like the use of the pump fake there. Just the threat of Ogumake scoring gets defenses on their heels.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Gray, and she gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And they're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
And it's the Aces with the ball. Pass to Wilson, and stolen by Brittany Sykes. Picked by Ogumake. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And Ogumake gets it to go.
Some contact, it's not going to stop NECA. The focus is just on the hoop for her, and it's getting buckets.
And, you know, playing for France in the 2024 Paris Games, that was a special moment for Gabby Williams.
Winning a silver, came so close to knocking off the heavily favored Americans in the final. Williams was voted best defender of that 2024 tournament.
Lloyd kicks it out to Wilson. Pass to Gray. Back to Wilson. Over Ogumake. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still come up empty. And she makes that one.
just makes it look too easy at times. Ogumeke's quickness allows her to get into the lane and open things up for her team.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Gray lays it up and banks it in.
You know, they've been extremely efficient and effective getting the ball inside.
Totally. I mean, we're seeing some real shortcomings from this defense. They've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Sykes outside. Ogumake. Screen by Magbagor. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Asia Wilson. And Chelsea Gray, here we go. And she uses the glass on the layup.
With the strong ability to put the ball on the floor and create offense, Gray causes problems for opponents.
Ogumake outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brittany Sykes.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here is Sykes. Asia Wilson with some nice D. From downtown, Ogumake with the rebound. And it's the Storm with the ball. Down low. And there's the 3-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Las Vegas Aces. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Fever. And then on Wednesday, and the Connecticut Sun are coming in for a visit.
And for their matchup with the Mercury, this is what the fans have been waiting to see. I mean, it's 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as maybe the team to beat in the league.
Yeah, as a player, these are the games you never have trouble getting up for.
And Wilson gets it to go.
And Wilson likes asserting her dominance inside, just brushing off the defense.
The kick out to Williams. And the Storm miss again. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Three-pointer, Jackie Young. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
All the three-pointers coming off her fingers have been right on the money.
Here's Ogumake. Gets an open look and hits.
She is a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they would be if she was not having this kind of a quarter.
Now here's Gray. She's got 44. This one for 3. Another 3 for Las Vegas.
A polished and reliable perimeter shooter, Gray won't think twice about shooting from outside.
And here are the Storm now. Ogumake sets a screen. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
Chelsea Gray for 3. Magbagor grabs the miss. Now here is Sykes. The kick out to Williams. Fires for 3. Jackie Young the rebound.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her. Well, that's just excellent perimeter defense right there.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Williams. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Drills it from outside.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
Out to Ogumake. Beyond the arc. Good. And it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
She's on her way to putting up a big three-point total.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Gray. Non-stop scoring machine here. For three. The three-pointer is on target.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Here's Williams. Ogumake. And it's good. 2 points.
Great quarter for her at the offensive end, trying to will them back.
Gray with it. Ogumake picks her up. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Wilson. Jackie Young from outside. Another three for Las Vegas.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's 2 straight from long range.
Pass to Williams. Back to Ogumake. Puts up a 3. And the Storm, another 3.
Oh my gosh, she's making it look easy right now, and I expect them to run the offense through her until the defense forces it out of her hands.
Pass to Sykes. Back to Ogumake. The three-pointer, no good.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. He makes you pay on those nearly every time.
After being a little more free-flowing in the first half, they're starting to get away from the 3 here in the second. Haven't had as many attempts.
Three-pointer connects from three-point range.
Right now, the defense needs to work on closing out on her because she is heating up from outside.
Now Gray. 4 seconds left. And again, it's Las Vegas.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Pass to Brown. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Aces. And here's Bell. Outside Evans. Fires from deep. Horston with the rebound. And here is Wheeler. Here's Brown. Off target from three-point range. Now the Aces with it. Smith inside. Brown's there. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Storm. Pass to Wheeler. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Nalissa Smith. And the Aces with possession. Evans. She's covered by Brown. The 3 from Nalissa Smith. Brown grabs the board. And here are the Storm now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Look at Horston getting aggressive inside, working for the high percentage look.
Pass to Bell. Here's Smith. The 3. That one doesn't drop.
Well, they're winning despite her errant shooting.
Here's Wheeler. From outside, off the mark. Smith with it, and it's Malunga picking her up. Picked her pocket. And they're pushing it up. Here's Horston. Finished off the break.
That's the easiest fast break opportunity an offense gets, off a steal.
Exactly. The defense with no chance to get back.
On the wing, Dana Evans. Smith up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
What a smart use of the mid-range by Smith, giving defenders another thing to worry about.
Pass to Brown. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
And the ball out of play, the Storm will have it.
Yeah, she couldn't hang on to it, guys. You got to be ready for the pass, ready to catch it.
Pass to Wheeler. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Aces. Here's Bell. Good D by Neko Gumake. Lets it go from deep. And the Storm miss again.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burnt.
Back to Evans. Smith. Here's Gustafson. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Well, if you're coaching this team, you love that trip. Gustafson with the ball in the paint, able to get to the line, and that's a good possession.
She hits both from the stripe. And here are the Storm now. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. Horston with it. Soft touch off the glass.
Keeping her head on a swivel, Horston enjoys setting up her teammates.
Here's Evans. Screen by Gustafson. Pass to Smith. Jacks up a 3. She's off on that one.
She just has not gotten into the flow of this game. But yeah, her teammates have certainly done their part today, but she just hasn't gotten into the flow of this game, and it's been tough to see.
And here's Bell. Now here's Gustafson. She's covered by Ogumake. Smith up top. 6 to shoot. And another miss by Las Vegas. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
The baseline jumper goes down.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those, so I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Malunga with the steal. And it's the Storm on the break. And Evans picks up the foul. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Storm substitution. Ezzy Vancouver. Gabby Williams.
Outside Wheeler. Looking to end her cold spell. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
A smart decision maker in the pick and roll. Wheeler certainly reads the floor well.
Right side Evans. Off the mark from 16 feet out. And it's the Storm with the ball. Puts the move on. For 3. Stokes with the rebound. Here's Las Vegas. Pass to Smith. Tries to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by Williams. Good D by Nalissa Smith. Evans with it. Guarded now by Wheeler. Pass to Stokes. Smith. There's the 3. It's good from long range.
Now look at Smith showing off a little bit of range. She's good at going after those three-point opportunities.
Now here's Wheeler. And the Storm miss again. Smith outside. Right side, Evans. Smith. Clock at 6. Over Ogumake. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, with little defensive pressure, she turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by employing the fadeaway. They carried out the plan perfectly that time around.
Outside, Evans. Out to the wing. Here's Gustafson. The three-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Bell. Guarded by Wheeler. Bell can't hit. And it's the Storm with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. The kick out to Williams. Ogumake outside. Williams misses the three. Left side, Evans. The three from Nalissa Smith. Neko Ogumake with the rebound. Pass to Williams. The three. The shot, no good. Now Bell. Shoots over Wheeler. Here's Smith. And that one's good. Stokes.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Picked by Ogumake. Here's Wheeler. And Ogumake gets it to go.
With a strong offensive identity and the perfect will to win, Ogumake is simply the total package.
To the right side. Pass to Stokes. Outside Evans. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Seattle. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Magbagor. From the arc. And Bell pulls it down. Outside Evans. Gabby Williams with the steal. So it's the Aces winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just